What is going on, everyone? Nero here for you, some Halo 4 gameplay, and ladies and gentlemen, there's Halo content on my channel. Hide your kids and hide your wife. What kind of anarchy are we witnessing on our screen right now? This may come as a shock to a lot of you. This is something, I mean, someone like me who has completely just, my channel's been built and driven around Call of Duty. That idea of me posting Halo content is something that just like so foreign to a lot of people. Like when I posted the humiliation at its finest video earlier, which featured Halo 4, people were like, "What? You play Halo? What? You play other games other than Call of Duty? What?" No, I do. I mean, I will admit, I'm not a Halo fan. I've never really played Halo. I mean, I didn't have an original Xbox. At the time when the original Xbox came out, I had a PlayStation 2, so I didn't even play the original Halo. I didn't play Halo 2. I didn't play Halo 3. I never played Halo, was it Halo Wars or Combat Evolved? Never played any of that. Never played ODST, if that's even a separate game. I'm not sure. You have to forgive me. I may use some wrong lingo, some wrong Halo lingo throughout this. I may mispronounce things. I may sound like a complete jackass, like I don't know what I'm talking about, because, you know, I really don't. I don't really know much about Halo. I don't. I did play a little bit of Halo Reach, but I think I logged like less than a day's worth of playtime to that game. So I maybe not be the best Halo expert out there, but you know what? I wanted to buy Halo Reach, and it kind of transpired kind of weird. So before we get into actually talking about the game, I'm going to give you a little backstory, a little background of what went down this evening that made me want to buy this. So in my World at War video I posted yesterday, at the time he's saying I posted it yesterday, it was a World at War M1 Grand Sniper nuke on Cliffside. And I discussed how I'm trying to get Black Ops 2 early, like all my effort, all my attention's been going towards getting that. And I can't. It's just not working. I live in a small town, ladies and gentlemen, a very tiny little town. No one around here is Black Ops 2 early. I've called every mom and pop store within, 50 minutes but to an hour of here. None of them either A, will not sell it, or B, they think it's like morally wrong to sell it to me early, which is stupid. The closest place to me is Pittsburgh. It was just 2 hours away, and I'm not driving to Pittsburgh. Even if I did, I checked Craigslist, I can't find a single listing for it. So I'm having a hard time finding Black Ops 2 early, and you know what? I'm kind of limited on funds right now as it is. I mean, I'm just like, you know what? Why am I stressing about this? Why am I saving this money just in case the possibility of me actually getting it early, when I could not get it early, get it at midnight like everybody else, or most people, and also be able to buy Halo, right? That's an awesome thing. So what I actually went down is, if you guys know anything about me, my sleep schedule is horribly messed up. It has been for a while. On average, I'll go to bed like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. That's just how I am. And so I log on tonight and I decided to check Twitter. And no one's ever on Twitter, ever. I mean, there's very few tweets at that hour. But one of the tweets I saw was from Optic Jewel, and she said she was live streaming Halo 4. And like, let's see what Halo 4 looks like. So I haven't paid attention to it at all. People have been talking about it leading up until today. I didn't care. I haven't been checking it out at all. But I'm like, whatever, we'll check it out. And I look at it, and it looked awesome. I'm like, you know what? And then that whole, what I just talked about just got in my head. I'm like, I'm not probably going to be able to Black Ops 2 early anyway. Why do that? Why not just be able to save tons of money, buy this game, have a bunch of money left over as compared to all the money I had reserved to buying Black Ops 2 early, and just get the game at midnight like everyone else. And yep, that's what I decided to do. Let's actually talk about the game itself. So you're seeing on your screen right now is what I call a kill streak. I don't know what else you would call it, a power-up maybe? So if you get on a certain little streak, or if you do things, get enough kills, eventually this little circular thing on the bottom left-hand side of your screen is going to fill up. What that does is it gives you power-ups. You see I have options. If I press left on the D-pad, I'll call in like a shotgun. If I press down, I'll call it an LMG called the Saw. And if I press right, I call in whatever that is. Usually it's different things. I've called in, it's giving me like some extra shield. It's giving me extra damage. It gives you like a super speed sometimes. I don't know what the particular perk you're seeing on your screen right now is, or particular kill streak, whatever. I don't know what that is, but it's a pretty cool thing. It's definitely a really neat thing. One of the things I really like about Halo 4 is the fact that they are the first video game other than Call of Duty to realize, hey, we are not as successful as Call of Duty. Let's take some things from Call of Duty, implement them into our game, and hopefully have a better experience because of it. And that is what happened. This is what we've been saying for years, man. Call of Duty, people need to realize, game developers and the community alike, that Call of Duty is the upper echelon of FPS games. It is. Whether or not you enjoy the series or not, it is. To the majority of people, it is the game. It sells the most. It's played by the most people. It's the game right now. And all these other games, like, let's see, Homefront was a fluke. They tried a little bit to mimic some stuff in Call of Duty, but it's a fluke. was it, oh, I can't remember the name of it, Medal of Honor Warfighter, right? Sucked. I mean, they tried taking things for Call of Duty, but it sucked. They tried, basically they were working off the Battlefield thing. And Battlefield obviously is not as successful as Call of Duty. Why would they mimic things from Battlefield when it's not as successful as Call of Duty? Why would they not mimic Call of Duty? That is what Halo 4 seems to have done for me. Yeah, instead of, you know, for my only experiences with Halo Reach, so I'm going to talk about Halo Reach. In Halo Reach, you'd pick your individual game modes would be like, you know, team DMRs or team snipers or, you know, whatever, griff ball or, you know, whatever you were playing, right? That it would tell you have to choose what kind of game you're playing on what map. You vote for a particular game mode on a particular map. Not the case. The only experience I have is in Team Slayer. That's what we're playing right now. It's called Infinity Slayer in this game. We're playing this, and instead of, you know, having it be Slayer DMRs only or Slayer BRs only or whatever, you have your own loadouts, or custom classes as I call them. You have your own classes, which is awesome. You set them before the game, you set them in the pregame lobbies, you set them, it's your own custom class. Me personally, you can choose, for your primary weapon, you can choose between all sorts of different rifles. You can have the DMR from Reach, or you can have the BR from the previous Halos, the battle rifle. You can do other things. There's this one, it's, I forget the name of it, but it says it's essentially the what would you call? I can't even think of the word. It's basically the gun that comes after the needle rifle. It's like the needle rifle was the predecessor. I haven't slept yet. The needle rifle. It's like an updated version of the needler rifle. So it's there's a bunch of different guns. I mean, I named 3, but there's a bunch more than that. You get to choose your secondary. You get to choose your grenade type. You get to choose different perks, actual perks, which is a cool thing, right? Helps you out. There's a bunch of cool different stuff. I mean, the game itself is faster. I'm not sure if they worked on the spawns or what, but the game itself is much more fast-paced than Halo Reach. It's phenomenal in that sense. The game itself, like I said, is also faster in the sense that there's no like time to wait between kills and deaths. I mean, you check that out. I just died right there. Bam, I'm back in the fight. You know, that's one of the things Call of Duty has always done well that other games don't seem to do. And check this kill out real quick. I'm going to go up here and try and hit him, and error assassination. It's just one of those games that they did everything right. They implemented Call of Duty and Battlefield style things into the game, and they did it phenomenally. For what I've heard, I mean, obviously I can't speak for everybody because obviously I'm not like, I can't even consider myself a hardcore Halo fan because this is the first one that I've really, really enjoyed. But from what I hear from other people that are actually Halo fans, they believe this is one of, if not the best Halo game in the series, which is, that's saying something because, you know, Halo 2 and Halo 3 were games everyone seemed to love, which obviously I never played them, so apparently they were good. That's what everyone seems to be saying. But then again, the game just came out today at the time of me saying this, so it just came out today. People usually say that kind of thing when the game first comes out. I mean, hell, myself, I said Modern Warfare 3 had the possibility of being the best Call of Duty I've played, and look how that turned out, you know. But so you never know. I mean, right now I'm really enjoying the game. I think it's awesome. Check this out. What I just picked up right here, that is an LMG. That is the SAW. That's the one of the kill streak things you can get. I died rather quickly with it, but it's a cool thing. The kill streaks are a cool thing. They really are. I don't even know if you call them power ups or whatever. I call them kill streaks. I'm gonna call them what I know because I am a Halo noob and I loved it. I love the fact that I suck. It's cool. I mean, not sound cocky, but it's different than Call of Duty in the sense that, you know, Call of Duty, I can typically, I mean, you gotta fight pretty hard to make me go negative. I can't remember the last time I went negative in Call of Duty. But in Halo, man, I suck, and I know I suck, and having some room to improve is an awesome thing. You know, I feel like I did when I first started playing COD 4. So for those of you who don't know, Call of Duty World at War was my first game, and then I went back to COD 4 in late 2009 while we waited for Modern Warfare 2 to come out. And when I went back to COD 4, it was weird because I had everyone had been playing that game for almost 2 years, and they're like, they knew everything about the game, and I knew nothing. It was super fun trying to play catch up with everybody else. You know, it was super fun to try and, you know, learn everything like on the fly and get better and improve. That's what I feel like I'm doing with Halo. Like I'm late to the game. I'm playing Halo 4, and this is the first game I've ever essentially played, if you don't count the whatever hours I put in the Halo Reach. So I feel like I'm playing catch-up, learning about all the different things and whatnot. I mean, I'm using the BR, not necessarily because I think it's a better gun. The BR and the DMR, they're pretty similar, I feel. But I'm using it because this is the gun that everyone used to use back in like Halo 2 and 3. And this is the one they were always talking about. And everyone's always like, oh, it's a great gun. And you guys seen that. There's a final kill cam. So I feel like I'm playing catch-up, but it's super fun. I really enjoy this game. Final score for me was 22-12, which is not amazing by any means. I mean, if you compare it to a Call of Duty game, that's horrendous. But 22-12 for me, pretty damn good. This is my second best game. The best game I did get was actually a what was it was? It was 17-2, but it wasn't post worthy because 2 people on the other team quit out. Halfway through the game, we're just playing hide and seek with them for 5 or 6 minutes. But I've ran out of time here. Let me know what you guys think about Halo so far, and if you guys have played Halo 4, what you guys think about it, or if you have seen videos, if you haven't played it, what you think from the videos you've seen, or what's your opinions on the Halo series. And if I'm a noob at this, if you have any kind of insider information about how to make me better at Halo, let me know about that in the comment section below. Until then, this has been Nero. Please remember to be wherever you guys feel it deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 grand rocks, that's how I roll. Winning. I got 1 year go. Winning. Are you bipolar? I'm bi winner. Win here, win there, win everywhere. I'm a total freaking star from Mars. Winning. Come on, bro, I got target blood.